Hello and welcome back to a new game. We are playing Pokemon Legends Arceus. I could not wait until the new year to get into this game. I know that this game has been out for a whole while, but it hasn't been for me. So I just got it this month. I was hoping for it to get cheaper. In the end, I just got it secondhand for like an acceptable price that I'm willing to pay. Because I wasn't really feeling the, I think, 40 euros that it's going for minimum, for me not knowing how crunchy it's going to be. Scarlet Violet, we have the Violet edition. I didn't even finish it because there was a bunch of problems with that game, if we're honest. And I actually don't appreciate being set loose in a regular Pokemon world, because it basically just made me go off to the end of the world without having appropriate Pokemon to actually fight anything there. So I was basically just like dodging all the Pokemon and stuff. There's also no real chance encounters in that game, so that added to the there is no danger going around the map with baby Pokemon. So yeah, I will probably only stream the like story progression and stuff. So if I'm done with the main story, I'm probably done streaming this game. It's not going to be like shiny hunting or filling out a Pokédex or research or whatever it is in this game. But I haven't seen, like, I've seen some streams of this, but not like big parts of the story or whatever. So I'm interested, but I'm not really spoiled yet. Then let's get started. I don't think Pokemon games are voiced at all, so I could probably read here. It is well that thou art here. I am that which humans call Arceus. Now I wish to know thine appearance. I'm not really feeling the yellow. I would go with blonde, but not with straight up yellow, so let's stick with black hair. What is thy name? I think we can change our appearance later on. Soon thou shalt find thyself in a world strange to thee. A world inhabited by wondrous creatures that humans call Pokémon. Good that I never thought about trying this one in Japanese, because I did try one of the regular editions, and there was already a lot of filler explanation text with the professor talking about how this world is inhabited by Pokemon, but at least it wasn't trying to be old-timey. That would have been even worse. Seek out all Pokemon and thou shalt find me once more. So I guess this is an isekai. That I didn't know. I know that it's set in the past. A very glowy Arceus. And a very glowy Pokeball. Of which I don't know yet what is going to be in there. Wake up! I'm not going to yell. Oh! Do wake up, won't you? Ooh, I'll have to actually Google some Pokemon starters. Are you alive, my girl? Oh my god, he looks like the water type Pokemon there. So I know the fire starter. I only know the German names of the ones that I do know for the most part. So this is going to be like me struggling with names the game. But thank goodness you seem unharmed. Where am I? Why, this is Prelude Beach, of course. Prelude Beach. Dear me, did the shock of your fall somehow addle your memory? I mean, I'm not really looking... Yeah, I must say your clothing is unusual. You wouldn't happen to have an acquaintance in these parts, would you? I doubt it. I see. You seem to be in a bit of a pickle. Might I offer some directions? Do you have somewhere around here you could stay? Nope. So you don't know anyone here and you don't even know where to spend the night. Well, this is a proper pickle indeed. Are you quite sure you'll be able to survive? Somehow, I guess. Guess you will just gift us one of those. I see. Well, no gentleman would abandon a person in such need. Oh my, I completely forgotten. I had just caught up to these 3 runaway Pokemon when you tumbled out of the sky. It's almost as if they knew you'd appear here. Ah, but do you even know what a Pokemon is? Of course I know what a Pokemon is. I don't want the whole explanation. Like, even my mom knows what a Pikachu is, so we can... at this point, think that most of the world would probably have heard of Pokemon in general. That's a relief. So you fell from the sky. It seems we have some common ground, eh? Yes, well, these 3 Pokemon belong to me, mysterious creatures that they are. Oh yes, and what might your name be? Oh, so you're called Coco. That name has quite a ring to it. I imagine it must have some lovely meaning. Not really. Oh, but I do apologize. I haven't even introduced myself. My name is Leventon. I am something of a Pokemon professor. His head is, I don't know, the worst fashion crime to be. Next to his beard, I guess. That is to say, I'm a scholar seeking to deepen our understanding of Pokemon. Oh, blast and bother, my darling Pokemon! Why must you run from me again? I'm terribly sorry, but do you think you could help me round them up? I beg you. Okay, that got auto. Okay, just having the preliminary, the first look at this. This at least looks better than Scarlet Violet. There's a glowing beeping object over there. Investigate. I mean, also the Switch 2 might be helping. There is no like Petra or whatever for the Switch 2 as far as I know. Or if it is, I hadn't noticed. I popped the game in when I first got it, and I usually have been like I'm downloading the stuff for new games already when I get them and then play them whenever. Hi Dev Digo. Yeah, it's been a while. How are you doing? It's probably your phone, but it's changed shape. You feel a strange power emanating from it. A message appeared on screen. I bestow upon thee this Arc phone and thy mission. Seek out all Pokemon. I'm not sure if we're going to seek out all of them, if the game isn't actually making me. That's good to hear. Hope year end means like lots of free time. Sigh. Alas, yet another miss. Ah, I'm glad you've come to my rescue, my new friend from the sky. I tried catching my little runaways by tossing some Pokeballs their way, but I'm not the best at the sort of thing, you see. I'd love to give you a go at it, but perhaps I should tell you a bit about these three first. Now that's a Rowlet. I have to Google them real quick because I don't know all of the starters from the generations I skipped. And I want to know how they will look when they're big. Okay, that is not all that appealing. Rowlet can photosynthesize like a plant, and apparently it battles using its sharp feathers. And you are not as cool as the fire starter, sorry. Cyndaquil. I only know the German name for this one. But I do think he starts out as cute and at least ends up at cool, so... do I have to Google that specifically? Then probably... let's see. Oh, he actually got a bit cooler, I feel like, the Typhlosion. Let's give Rowlet another chance still. No, it's not getting... It's actually worse for the Rowlet. The fire burning on Cyndaquil's back will flare up whenever it's surprised or irate. Boom. The Pokemon near the pond is Oshawott. Let's see what he is. Okay, his last one is kind of cool. I might go with that one just because the last one at least gets to be cool. But like the in-between stages are very, very goofy. Well, the Typhlosion always looks cool. So it's either going to be water or fire. I am feeling maybe I'm going for the water one because I haven't had that one yet. I had Typhlosion in the like olden timey games. So even if it's cooler now, it's still already known. Oshawott naps while floating on the water, and it can battle using the shell-like object on its belly. The question is, do I want to stay with Derpy Guy for 36 level? Until they actually get to be the cool guy. Oh my, I nearly forgot to cover the most crucial thing. How to go about catching Pokemon. Here you are, my girl. Pokeballs. Throw these at Pokemon to catch them. Ah, but that won't do for an explanation, will it? I do apologize. Let me be more thorough. Now, I've mentioned already that Pokemon are strange, marvelous creatures. What's so strange about them, you ask? Well, each and every Pokemon is able to shrink itself down to a minuscule size. And that's where Pokeballs come in. Pokeballs are a recent invention. You see, throw one of them at a Pokemon and why the Pokemon will shrink down and fit inside the ball, comfy as can be. And with that, you've caught a Pokemon. I know we've just met, but I'm afraid I've no one else to turn to. I'd be awfully grateful if you could catch my free runaways. Now the proper technique is to take aim at the Pokemon and then let the ball fly. It's quite simple. Though, far be it from me to say so, I suppose, given my own dialect and skill in this area. So he throws like a girl, huh? Hold down the ZR button to ready the Pokeball and take aim. You can keep moving around with the right stick. Oh no, the right stick is for release the ZR button to throw. I'm going to fuck that up so much. Only 2 of my darling wanderers left now. Still, this is the most unusual. You don't seem fearful of Pokemon in the slightest. Wow. I can hardly believe it, Coco. Incredible. You know, many people fear to even approach Pokemon, never mind catch them. Bravo indeed. Just one more to go. Let's wrap this up sharpish, shall we? Where did the last one go? I don't see the fire one. Oh, it's over there. It doesn't have the fire, so that's why I didn't see. Ah yes, I'm afraid that can happen. Balls are hardly 100% foolproof. Give it another go, old... Now I'm old girl? I mean, if you're as old as you feel, I'd already be like a granny, but... thank you very much indeed. Oh, what a relief to have them all back. You see, the 3 Pokemon you caught have only just arrived at the village to help with our research. They won't yet listen to anyone. And as I mentioned, they bolted from the village almost as if they knew you'd come falling. But I must say, Coco, I was taken aback by how well you use Pokeballs. How is it that you catch Pokemon so aptly when you've only just arrived here? One can't help but think there's a reason you appeared here now. Seek out all Pokemon. That object is an arc phone, you say? What an odd device. Could it be guiding you somehow? If you'll indulge me for a moment, there's something I'd like to share with you. You see, I have a dream to compile this region's first complete record of its Pokemon. We in the field call such a catalog a Pokédex. Yes, a proper Pokédex is a wonderful work of research containing detailed records of all the Pokemon to be found in a region. But in order to properly document Pokemon, one must, of course, catch them. And therein lies the rub, I'm afraid. Pokeballs have only just been invented, and not many have mastered the skill of using them. So nobody can throw in this world. Enter you, a person with a clear talent for catching Pokemon. Your goal is to seek out every Pokemon, and mine is to have all those Pokemon caught. A situation ripe for teamwork, don't you agree? Come now, what do you say? Shall we help one another out, my girl? Well, come now, what do you say? Shall we help? Okay, so I guess that's just a never-ending repeat. Then whoever and from wherever you may be, I welcome you with open arms. We have a Pokédex to complete. First things first, let's get these Pokemon back to the village. Then we'll sort out your lodgings and find some proper clothes and a meal and all that. Follow me then, onward to Jubilife Village. sorry for that little break. Thank you for your tireless work keeping us safe, my good guardsmen. This young lady was of great assistance to me and my Pokémon, so I hope you'll forgive me bringing her into the village for a bit. Forgive my bringing her to the village for a bit. This village kind of feels like everything is made out of paper or something. I know it's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be bricks and wood and stuff. But it looks more like someone put little cardboard houses with prints on them. This way, if you please. Jubilife Village. It's... Oh my god, I'm not fast enough. This road we're on now is known to the locals as Canala Avenue. I understand you must be more than a tad curious about the village. The village was built scarcely 2 years ago, and there's not much. I understand you must be more than a tad curious. Oh my god. Okay. That impressive building up ahead is Galaxy Hall. I am so sorry, I can also not read it fast enough, so I don't know half of the information. And I can't stay still to have more time to read. Oh, botheration, I'd almost forgotten. I need to go and report that we successfully recovered the escaped Pokémon. Might I ask you to wait for me at the canteen? It's just past this bridge here and then to the left. The wallflower it's called. Your ARC phone is beeping. Somehow it seems to show where you need to go next. Okay, yeah, it has a map. Does it yell at me if I go explore? It doesn't seem to, as long as I stay in the village, I guess. Interesting. Oh, that's supposed to be your bag, like a chest symbol. It looked like a VR headset or something like that. What with the bright green mustache? Well now, aren't you awfully suspicious? The wallflowers for Galaxy Team folk only. We don't have seats for outsiders. Move along. Who in the world are you, and what's that bizarre garb you're wearing? A Pokemon could slice right through those flimsy excuses for clothes. For you to get in here, someone must have vouched for you. Was it Professor Leventon? Do you two know each other? He's from a region a long way off. Not the most reliable sort, though, letting Pokemon run off and give him the slip and all. 3 more of him got away just a while ago. And if I hadn't been resting up after some Pokemon dropped me with a move called Thundershock, I'd have corralled them for sure. But the professor, well... Unfortunately, it's just as Ray says. I am a clumsy sort of fellow, to put it mildly. But everything will be quite alright now. Coco here has agreed to help us with our Pokédex. F for doubt, I guess. As in, she's going to join the Survey Corps? What makes you think that's a good idea? We can't just take in any misfit who wanders out of the wilderness. I'll allow it. assuming the individual can contribute to the survey corps, that is. I am the captain of the Galaxy Team Survey Corps. You call me Celine. Celine? Professor Levington has told me how you helped secure his Pokémon when they slipped his control, and now it seems he would like us to feed and house you in exchange for your ongoing labor. You look to be 15 or so. Quite old enough to work for your keep. But we can't simply take on a stranger who wanders in among us without any idea of their skills or origins. Tomorrow we shall see if you can prove yourself worthy. Oh, a most reasonable decision, Captain. Now, would you care to join us for a meal? I'm sure you've got plenty of questions for a visitor. That's quite alright. I prefer to eat alone, so I might appreciate my meals without distraction. Aloof as always, I see. Well, no matter... The rest of us can share a meal and some pleasant conversation then, eh? Benny, old chum, the usual potato mochi if you please, but make it for free today. Wonderful stuff, Benny. Much obliged. Your potato mochi never failed to please. Where did you find this stranger in the first place, Professor? Well, you know that great hole in the sky? The one people call the space-time rift? Our new friend fell right out of it. Was that a joke? Come on, I'm a scientist. My job is to observe and explain any and all phenomena. I concern myself only with facts. Now, you already know there are many Pokémon here in the Hisui region. Sure, they're all over the place, in the grass, in the forest, in the ocean. It's up to us in the Survey Corps to study them and figure out what kind of creatures they are. Well, we know this much. Pokémon are terrifying creatures. But it's all but impossible to know what kinds of powers they may possess or what sorts of wondrous things they can do. But that's where Coco will come in. She successfully caught 3 Pokémon, 3 of them in quick order, you understand. Nobody in the Team Galaxy is capable of a feat such as that. This means we can finally begin our Pokémon research in earnest. That's really something. We count ourselves lucky if we manage to catch a single wild Pokémon while fending off their attacks. Well, to be perfectly fair, the Pokémon that fled to the beach weren't on the attack. But the key to catching Pokémon is getting close enough to aim your Pokéball well, and it seems our new friend is fearless enough to do just that. Does the Survey Corps really have the leeway to be enjoying a leisurely meal with this outsider? Your captain just ordered 10 whole portions of potato mochi, you know. The slow progress on that Pokédex of yours clearly has her on edge. I'm sure we'll start to rein in the good captain stress eating soon enough. Now have your fill, Coco. And think, if you make it into the Galaxy team, you'll never have to worry about a meal again. The team provides for all its members' needs, even if said members fell out of the sky. That was quite delicious indeed. You're awfully relaxed about all this. You do know that we won't get to have Coco join the Survey Corps unless she passes a trial. Not to worry, I have complete confidence in Coco's skills. At least one of us. Let's hope that it's not misplaced. Coco, was it? For tonight at least we will provide you with a place to sleep. You may use our quarters there. But if you fail to pass the trial, we put to you But if you fail to pass the trial we put to you tomorrow, you must move on. You will be expelled from the village to meet your fate, and perhaps your death in the wilds. Captain Saline is like Hisui in a way. They are both plenty harsh. Now, she simply puts on a stern front to help keep us all safe. At any rate, I think it's time we turned in for the night, eh? It's a good thing one can fall out of the futons we sleep in here. I imagine our new friend has had enough falling for one day. And with that, I bid you both a good night. Yeah, sleep tight. Still, people falling from the sky? That's some kind of story. For a children's game, to start out with, and if you can't work, you have to die in the wilderness. Is a bit harsh, isn't it? To be honest, I generally like the approach of maybe Pokemon, like animals in the wild are kind of dangerous, so don't approach if you don't know what to do. Server tips contain all sorts of useful information to help you carry out your server work in the Hisui region. To read them at any time, simply press the up button to open the menu, then go to the help screen. Handy tips for team members: don't wish your toils to be forgotten. Diligent record keeping will save you from such a fate. Okay, so there is saving. Yes, that's fine. Rest until tomorrow morning? Yes. Hey in there, you awake? That was some wild lightning last night, right? Anyway, if you're up, come on out. A nice fire in the sunken hearth can help keep the entire room heated. This chest looks like you could store lots and lots of items in it. Did you sleep alright? I know that's not easy in a strange new land. We'd better not keep Captain Saline waiting. Let's hurry to headquarters. Oh yeah, Galaxy Hall. What do you think? Ever seen a building this grand before? Don't give up. Keep those eyes open. The wild Pokémon. They were everywhere, attacking from all sides. I sent out my partner Pokémon, but against the whole pack, outnumbered. This is what happens when you go so far afield. But the medical corps will put you to rights. You do realize that if you fail your trial and get flung out of the village, you could well die out there. Well, you might die even sooner than that if you have to take on this trial without a Pokemon to be your partner. Captain Celine, ma'am, I've brought Coco. You may enter. Let's go straight to it. If you wish to join the Galaxy Expedition team, prove yourself capable of going out into the Obsidian Fieldlands and catching 3 different species of Pokemon: Bidoof, Starly, and Shinx. 3 species right away, but none of us have ever managed that. Did this stranger not catch 3 different Pokemon only yesterday? My trial should be simple enough for her, if the professor wasn't exaggerating things, that is. The Galaxy team does not have the means to provide for those who only take without giving. If you wish to stay, you must prove beyond any doubt that you will be an asset to our cause. I will lend you one of our Survey Corps satchels to carry whatever you may need in the field. Good thing I still have the more than 40 Pokeballs, I guess, that the professor gave me. Whatever it is you're wearing doesn't suit our satchels in the least. Ray, I'll expect you to step in if anything goes awry. Pardon, Coco, come with me a moment. Now then, a jolly good morning to everyone. What did you need, Professor? In order to complete our Pokédex and, well, simply survive in this unforgiving land, Coco absolutely must pass this trial. And as a professor of Pokémon, I've got just the ticket to help accomplish that. Go on, Coco, pick the Pokemon that strikes your fancy. With a partner of your own, you'll be able to fight off wild Pokemon outside the village. These little darlings are very dear to me, but it's plain to see that they're rather curious about you. Well, my girl, which Pokemon would you like to keep as your very own? Okay, I guess I'll just go with the goofy otter thing. I did like the last look of it. And with that, one of the Pokemon you caught at Prelude Beach for me will now be yours to keep. Good show. I've tucked Oshawott back inside its Pokeball for you, so take it, it's yours. You received Oshawott. A word of advice, my girl. Pay close attention to which Pokeballs are empty and which ones contain a Pokemon when you're out in the field. Look at those who cheer on their pal Oshawott. Or maybe they just wanted to help Coco with her trial. That could well be. They did go dashing from the village when Coco fell out of the sky. After all. Well, not to worry you two. I'll have you assist me with my research for now. By the by, what species has Captain Celine charged you with catching? Well, that's smashing. All 3 of those species can be found in the Obsidian Fieldlands. Let me give you some Pokeballs to use during your trial then. I guess I didn't have the ones that I still need that he gave me last time. These Pokeballs may be handcrafted, but they work a treat, as you've already seen. You'll have this trial cleared in no time. Let's be off. I'll show you the way to the Obsidian Fieldlands. Meet me at the gate to your left as you leave headquarters. I don't know if I mentioned that previously, but I'm the worst with left and right. If there weren't a big marker on top of it, I would have to, like, seriously think about where to go. Oh, what a curious getup you have there. I can already tell that you're quite the character. I'm Volo of the Ginkgo Guild, the go-to choice for any of your mercantile needs here in Hisui. I've heard talk about you. Fell from the sky, didn't you? Now that's certainly a tale I'd like to hear. Oh, and you have a Pokémon? You're certainly full of interesting surprises. Investigating the odd and novel is key to any good merchant's success. So, what do you say? How about you and I see how our Pokémon stand up to one another in battle? I like you better and better. What a delightful find. I've also heard about this trial you're to attempt. Let's have a quick battle to get your blood pumping before you head out. Though I hope you know you'll lose if your Pokemon's HP reaches 0. Ginkgo Guild member Volo challenged you to battle. I'm not going to read out all of those battle text each time. I hope that he will also, like, heal my Pokemon up after this. That would just be good manners, right? As they gain experience through battle, you'll learn more moves and grow even stronger. But so few people here have their own Pokemon. If only more knew how to use Pokeballs. At any rate, let me help our two battlers recover from their little exercise. And to you, my Skyfallen friend, I present some potions in thanks. You can use them on your Pokemon whenever they might be worn out from battle. I'll be hoping that you're successful on that trial of yours. More Galaxy team members means more customers for yours truly, after all. If you can battle that well, I've got a feeling you may have your trial well in hand, even if it's more to do with catching than battling. Now to the Obsidian Fieldlands. Whenever you leave Live Village, you have to pick a destination from your map and let rest the guardsmen know where you're off to. That way someone can come collect you if things don't go wrong. But how would they know that things went wrong? Hey, I hope you make it through this. You're Coco, correct? I was informed you'd be passing through. Your trial will take place outside the safety of the village. Please take care to come back alive. This is our base camp. It's where we start and finish our surveys. Now remember what you've got to do. You've been tasked with catching 3 species of Pokemon: Bidoof, Starly, and Shinx. I'm curious to see if the professor's stories about you are really true. Oh, Professor, something wrong? Well, you see, Captain Saline got hold of me after you left. She impressed upon me that I bear full responsibility for whatever happens to our sudden guest. She doesn't let up. How exactly are you supposed to help out here, Professor? To be honest, my dear boy, I don't intend to lift a finger. Coco's talents are the real deal. She'll pass with flying colors, you see. So, in other words, I'm still the one bearing the responsibility here. Not my ideal state of affairs. Let's just get started. You'll be more than equal to this, Coco. This is Aspiration Hill. These names, man. These names are so goofy all around. So that's our first victim, I guess. You may be some sort of prodigy, but just in case, here's what Captain Sally told me. Beedop is a mellow Pokemon, which means it doesn't tend to run away when you approach. Aim carefully, let your Pokeball fly, and you ought to be alright. There is a tree with fruit. Can I have the fruit? One beat of cord. Now we can march. Now we march? Okay, I can't get to the fruit. Now start early here. This is the type to run at the drop of a hat. So it tells me to crouch now? Crouch down and not to worry. Crouch down in the grass and it won't spot you. That's how you can get close. Press the B button to crouch. Okay. And he's just running off. Great. Okay, there was some drop. Can I have this tree? And that's Starly caught too. I admit I'm impressed so far. I forgot to share another smidgen of wisdom. How to throw your partner's Pokeball. To quote Captain Saline's wise teachings, have an item at the ready, but want to send out a Pokemon, press X. Have a Pokemon at the ready but want to throw an item? Press X. Okay, so I'm switching between Pokemon, and once you've got a Pokemon ready, try aiming for certain rocks or trees like this one. Your Pokemon will hunt for berries and things, and it'll bring back whatever it finds. So I can't do shit to those trees. Now it's time for your partners to shine. We've reached our final hurdle, catching a Shinx. There are more trees that I can reach currently? Probably not. There it is, Shinx. Shinx has an aggressive disposition. Did you know that already? Why was that doofy looking thing would be aggressive? Yeah, sure. I totally knew that. That figures. Me, I have to focus on a Pokemon carefully to notice a thing like that. Once aggressive Pokemon get wound up, they'll knock away any balls you throw. When you focus this, more arrows, more easy to catch. So I will have to battle that one. Use what you learned in your battle with Volo. Get out there and make your last catch. Oh. Oops. Oh wow. No, that one is even worse. Wait, did she really? You really did. You did it. That's 3 species of Pokemon caught. You really are some kind of prodigy. You must have given Professor Leventon the shock of his life. First you fall from the sky, then you go and catch all of our escaped Pokemon, one after another. I honestly didn't believe the professor's story until I saw you in action for myself. And here you are with 3 Pokemon caught. You've completed your trial. Maybe they give me some like more period appropriate clothes now. Oh, I said you'd pass the trial with flying colors, and it seems you went and did just that. Congratulations, Goku. You've taken your first step towards seeking out every Pokemon. This calls for a commemorative photograph. That's quite the old-timey. camera. I've got to admit, it's true. You've got real talent for this. Now then, we'd best report to Captain Silene. Time to head back to Jubilife Village, eh? Eventually, you should be able to have Pokemon you've caught go live in the village pastures. The most Pokemon a person can have with them while out exploring is 6, apparently. Not that we have anyone who can manage that. Come now, you two. Let's not dilly-dally. Captain Silene awaits our report at headquarters. I can't wait to see the captain's reaction. I don't know why, but the placement of the back pocket seems kind of weird. Seems we won't have to leave you to die after all. Congratulations. You've passed your trial. You can hold on to that satchel. I must admit, you've impressed me. I set a high hurdle to judge whether a stranger like yourself could be worthy, but you cleared it. This is yours, the official uniform of the Survey Corps. You received a Survey Corps uniform and a pair of Survey Corps sandals. Get changed in the room you used last night. Then you are to report at once to the 3rd floor. Present yourself in uniform to our commander. This is your first official order from your captain. Is it the same uniform that Ray is wearing, or is it like a girl version? I also kind of like the pink soles on the sandals, so having to change them is kind of sad. Can I not just have the uniform without the... Seems to be kind of a girl version. You've changed into your Survey Corps uniform. Look at you in the Survey Corps uniform. Now it finally feels like you're one of us. But I do wonder when the captain decided to go ahead and get a uniform ready for you. I see you've changed. Regarding your accommodations, you may continue to use the room you slept in last night. You may wear this as well. I don't like this. I like the ponytail hairdo, just not really the... hairband thing. Now present yourself to the commander. On the 3rd floor, she said. Still like anything like chests or something around? I don't think so, probably, right? At least nothing I get to loot yet. An EV! I want it! Lady, give me that EV! I have been waiting for you. I am Kamado, commander of the Galaxy Expedition Team. So you are Coco. You know your manners at least. I've been briefed on your situation, including how you fell from the rift in the sky. Now then, let's see what you're made of. Face me in combat. You've got some fight in you. Your sumo needs work, but I do see some potential. Don't expect a warm welcome from everyone. Naturally, some will be slow to trust an outsider, who literally fell right out of the blue. The superstitious among us might see your arrival as a portent of disaster. But you passed the trial that was put to you. No matter how odd you may seem, you're part of Jubilife Village now. Dedicate yourself to the work of the Galaxy Expedition Team and complete the Pokédex. But I warn you, Coco, Pokémon are terrifying creatures. Keep your wits about you as you work. So the commander has also accepted you. But understand this, you begin as a no-star recruit among our ranks. In other words, you have no rank at all. Perform well as a member of the Survey Corps and you will move up through the ranks. Indeed, you see, the more you add to the Pokédex, the higher your rank will become. And working on the Pokédex will also, of course, bring you closer towards that goal of yours, to seek out every last Pokémon. Here, you will need this. You obtained a recipe for crafting Pokeballs. An apricot and a tumblestone, okay. And I got some Pokedollars. Ray, you're an expert at crafting yourself. Teach our new recruit what she needs to know. Yes, ma'am, Captain. Get ready for a lesson in crafting. Crafting means making items from scratch. That's right, whatever you need in your survival work, you'll mostly make yourself. Some things you can buy at the general store, but it's good to try to be self-sufficient. This way, we can even catch Pokemon with Pokeballs we've crafted ourselves. But listen to me, Bretlon. Let's go to the craft work so you can try it yourself. I hope that I get set loose a bit soon, because my throat is starting to hurt. Well done, earning a place in our team. My name is Ante. I'm the local clothier. The professor asked that I ready you a change of clothes, so here you go. I hope they'll fit. An everyday kimono and an everyday trousers. I hope you avail yourself in the village humble shops. Hey, this way to the craft works. This here's the craft works, and that there is the workbench. It's where you craft things. It's pretty self-explanatory, right? That looks almost like a picnic kit or something. When you step up to the workbench, I'll supply you materials to make some Pokeballs. Call it a present to celebrate passing your trial. As for the money the captain gave you, feel free to spend that however you like. Any recipes you get should tell you what materials you need to complete them. At the workbench, just choose what you want to make and get crafting. Go on, try it out. I feel like I still haven't kept any of the Pokeballs I got for my missions. Oh, now that's some fine craftsmanship. Hard to believe that this was your first time stepping up to the workbench, my girl. You'll recall, of course, that Pokemon possess the odd power to shrink themselves down. With the Pokeballs we craft, we can make use of that power to catch them. Also that more Pokemon species can be duly recorded in a Pokédex. And on that note, here you are. You received a Pokédex. Okay. So do I get them all eventually? I prepared this volume just for you. Hope it aids you in your aim to seek out all the Pokemon there are in this grand region. It'll take plenty of research tasks to help the professor complete the Pokédex. I've got to get going on those myself. I'd be all too happy to explain more about the research tasks I could use your assistance with. Come join me at the Field Lands camp whenever you are ready, my good Coco. Hey, excuse me. I couldn't help but overhear, but you're going to the Field Lands camp. Would you mind taking care of a request for me? I'm standing guard, so I can't leave my post, but I'll be here at headquarters if you want to talk about it. Okay. Side questing, I guess. Hey, so there's this Pokemon called Wurmple. Have you heard of it? Well, you see, I was having a chat with Professor Leventon, and he told me that after a Pokemon gains a certain amount of experience through battling and the like, it will sometimes change its appearance and become stronger. He said it was a phenomenon called evolution. So I decided I want to raise a Wurmple myself and have it evolve. You're part of the Survey Corps, aren't you? If you catch a Wurmple, could you let me have it? There'll be a reward in it for you, I promise. Just get me a Wurmple if you can. Sure. We will eventually come across one of these, right? I'm not going to read out all of these side quests. I will stick to the main quest, otherwise my throat will kill me tomorrow. I will abbreviate this. Basically, bring a star, or like complete the Pokédex thing for the Starly. Is there more side questing? So I'll catch one of these that's bigger than his. I would love if I could see just all of the side questing. I guess I can through the map. Oh, and the sneaking is a toggle. I didn't expect that. I guess. How do I show it to you? I guess we can go for the next quest. Righto, let's get to it then, shall we? In order to complete this Pokédex of yours, there are a great many research tasks I'll need your help to carry out, my girl. The details of these tasks can be found in the Pokédex for you to reference anytime. Yes, do I have to completely fill them up so that I actually get something? You must catch and battle diverse Pokémon species and carry out plenty of research tasks. Do so and you'll gain research points and other rewards for your work. Now, there's one more nugget of wisdom I've got to share, Coco. Wild Pokemon may attack you at any time. When they do, dodge like your life depends on it. Look, just watch me, would you? Then you'll be able to copy what I did. Here I go. That's why he's so dirty. See? That's how you dodge. Timely dodge will keep you from getting hurt by the fierce attacks of wild Pokemon. And that's key if you rather not end up blacked out in some field like I did. When those shinks got me with Thunder Shock, I might have been done for if the security corps hadn't come and saved me. But hey, no need to worry. You've got me here to give you tips. I'll teach you plenty. Oh no, I did keep the Pokeballs. Get ready for some survey coughs wisdom. Focus on a Pokemon with the ZL button, then press the down button to open your Pokédex. And you'll see what tasks you have for that Pokemon. Did you see that your research tasks for Bidoof include one about how many you've caught? That's right, catching just one won't do it. You've got to get 2, then 4, then more, and more. And when it's time to battle a Pokemon, remember the captain's switching wisdom. If you have items out, press X to ready your Pokemon. Give it a try now if you want. I'll go on ahead. I will actually just use them to collect it. Sorry. My nose was acting up. Oh, I was thinking Okay, that did not. Oh, whoopsie. Okay, I guess we're just try fighting to the end here. But I was actually which tree is in the back exactly currently? Currently they all just have some wind, I think. Or do you mean the popping in and out ones? Oh. I mean, when I played Elden Ring when it came newly out, and it probably still does the thing, the trees were basically raving. Like there was a tree rave going on at all times of the day. In the more or less distance. Okay, so how am I supposed to get the extra data? Because it said it would get me like immediately to the thing, right? Check Pokédex. Okay, but wouldn't it... I still have to go to the thing. I also still have to kill a fair amount. What do you mean number of different forms? Different forms as in there is shiny ones and I have to... one research task is get a shiny? Because I'm not shiny. I have the worst luck on shit like that. Okay. I will keep those trees in my sight. So far they're behaving. I only know that I haven't seen a shiny in any of the base games yet, like at all. And when my husband started Pokémon Violet, I think like after half an hour or so, he had the first shiny. Is there like an option for shared XP? Oh yeah, there's already shared XP, never mind. Yeah, I think they kind of put that in the newer games more or less by default. I was playing one of the remakes on DS recently, or started at least. I know I'm laying it on thick, but don't forget to open your Pokédex when you focus on a Pokémon to check it. Just hold ZL. That's what was what I was doing, and press down. It didn't work. One of your tasks is to catch Starly without being spotted, right? You can get that done if you hide in some tall grass. Give it a try. He's going to wait ahead again. Didn't want to read that particular one out. Oh, there is a bunch of them, though. Now it works. I don't get it. I mean, I also caught the first one without being spotted. So I don't know what the game is on about. I thought he said he'd move on ahead. Oh. He is just fading off. Well, my Shinx doesn't know this yet. Oh, it does. The little explodey thing always. Okay. Can I see if this one is heavy? That would be the question. Oops. Yes, yes. Smashing stones. Sounds good. I forgot what was touching. Oh, okay, this one was touched. All of this looking around. Okay, so the question would now be, how do I get rid of this guy in favor of getting the new Pokemon in? Does that one... Does this guy tell me now? Around here you can find a Pokemon called Buizel. It's got an aggressive disposition. Yes, I already caught one. Thank you very much. That means it'll try to hit you with its moves, just like Shinx, and you'll need to battle it to catch it. I need that guy to handle in. Oops. Okay, I guess for stones, only the guy I actually throw at it gets the XP. Just me forgetting if I'm attacking or not. I know that the cross there is is different. Why is that bird? That bird is kind of strange looking. Oh, he ran away. Never mind. There's a bonito. I still don't know how to change. Nice. No, they're all running away. Can I get the other one if I sneak? Nice. So I don't know how to change stuff around. I also do not know how to spot heavy ones. I do want to evolve the starter as fast as possible, because he is way too ugly to keep him like this. Here, a little word for keeping up with me. Your own crafting kit. Okay, so this is your craft more Pokeballs on the way thing. And here's a recipe for potions too. with a crafting kit, you can craft items anywhere using whatever materials are in your satchel. As long as you've got an apricot and a tumblestone, you can make a Pokeball anytime. Or with an orangeberry and a medicinal leek, you can whip up a potion, so heal up your Pokemon whenever they need healing. Research going alright. You can see if you've got tasks ready to turn in on the Pokédex's cover. Yeah, but how do I turn them in? Once you've got some tasks good and done, go check in with Professor Leventon. See you soon. Okay, so I got to hand them in at the professor, I guess. Is there fast travel? I guess at least to the camp it is. Must have listened attentively to Ray's teachings. Excellent work, dear girl. This seems a good time to explain to you about survey reports and the rewards they offer. Yup, you'll get money and stuff. On that note, let me check the research tasks you've completed thus far. Reported by No Star member Coco. Each entry needs to be level 10. I'd recommend you work your way through Bedos and Stardays tasks first. Hang in there. So for now, I want to kind of I want to know how to change out the Pokemon. Going back to the village in the hopes that I have a possible way to change out my team there. I also can hand in the Wurmple, maybe? Yes, yes. Oh, it's gonna be Bojin. For sure. Do I need to physically go to the pastures to drop off my Pokemon all the time, or can I do that from the menu too? Okay, so I will move this guy here. I will just keep at least one girl in my team. I don't know if this guy is big, but let's keep him in for now. Okay, there is not unlimited pastures, so eventually I will have to just get rid of those guys probably. Yeah, sorry Dev Diego, I saw that too late, that I could have done it in the... I don't know, I kinda didn't see it. Is he bigger? Okay, no, it's not big enough. Okay, if you say so, I will get more of these. I think one of the few things I kind of got spoiled on is that you will later get on this like legendary Fukano thing, where I guess they will like revive their Akane was supposed to be a legendary Pokemon kind of thing. Okay, so I've caught one heavy one. I don't know what kind of different forms there are to it, but I guess I got 2 different ones. I haven't evolved one. I don't know which level they evolved though. I only have to do one more thing, so I guess just getting... Oops, that was not what I was intending. It's going to be fine. But I think that the... Oh man, I said the German words, names for it. I'm talking about Arcanine and the smaller one of it. And I know that Arcanine was supposed to be a legendary at some point. So they kind of made him one in this. But the form looks atrocious. Are you kidding me? Guess that one was a big one, huh? I don't want him. Okay. Can I see how big that one was? Probably not, right? I guess I just have to get a bunch of those, and then there has to be one that's big enough, I guess. Hopefully. Oh, that was a large one. Nice. Let me check my bag. Let's give a potion to him. Okay, some more heavy ones. Not that I could tell from afar which ones are heavy and which ones aren't. Interesting. Why do I have to evolve that many? But also I need to at least... I guess I can just throw her at them. The whole looking around thing is so doofy. I guess I don't have to be that diligent with my aim. Okay. The question would be, is there even more? Even more new Pokemon in this area that I hadn't seen yet. Is that an alpha one? I really want that though. That is not going to despawn, right? That is going to stay here. So what is that right next to it? That flower. Oh, a heavy one. Does everyone do anything to how good they are at fighting? Should I level the heavy one? I like that the horseshoe planes have the ponytails. Makes a whole lot of sense. This is a new one. Nice. Okay. Okay, as soon as it sees me, I can't catch it anymore, I guess. Okay, I'm going. I feel like when I saw this game when other people were playing it, there was less foliage. So there may have been like a Switch 2 update thing or something that I just didn't get. Okay, the Ponyta still has 2 things to go. These 2 are done. It's time you earned yourself a star. So we're going to be slightly less of a grunt now. But first, I'm going to hand in the one Pokemon that the other guy wanted. I'm pretty sure I did all of the rest of the side quests already. I'm not sure which one it was though. Feel like it was probably this one. No. No. Didn't it say, or did I not get a tall one, but I got a chunky one? I guess this one because it's over 60 pounds. Might count as a chunky one. Are you fine with that guy? Nope, I still have to get a bigger one. Never mind. I thought that big would also translate to tall, but no. Oh, now he has the wormhole here with him. If you have progress to report, I will judge his worthiness. Show me your Pokédex. You have made progress. It seems you have earned yourself a star. With this, you have officially attained the rank of first star in the Galaxy Expedition Team. Okay, there's 10 stars to be had. You can now use heavy balls. And my Pokemon will listen to me up to level 20. Have these as well. There are further recipes you'll need for crafting. The recipe for heavy ball and revives. That stranger like you should fall from the sky and yet flourish among us like this is a testament to your native talent and hard work. Most people prefer it when things are simple enough to be judged on face value alone. And proving your worth by moving up through our ranks is something anyone can understand. Keep at it, and even if you did fall from the sky, people may be more willing to accept you. Working your way through the ranks will also be a help if you wish to make a life for yourself here. A higher rank will grant you access to more types of Pokeballs and greater rewards. Weren't heavy balls usually for big Pokemon? For today at least, you've earned yourself a meal at the Wallflower and a good night's rest. Question is, can I now before we headed out, I got that kimono from that one woman. Can I use that on a daily basis? I believe a jolly good congratulations is in order. Well done on earning your first star rank. Our usual order of potato mochi tastes even better when there's something to celebrate, so they're eating the same thing all day every day. Hey, by the way, have you taken on that request Beauregard had? Well, most people here don't know much about Pokemon, you've noticed, right? So it's our job as the Survey Corps to take care of any issues that crop up because of that. We're basically Pokemon problem solvers. Indeed so. Some people will ask you for help when you talk with them, while other requests will need to be claimed from the blackboard I keep in my lab. Speaking of which, weren't you approached with a request recently, Ray? What's it all about? That one might be a better fit for Coco than me. I don't think I'll be able to pull it off unless I get better at Pokemon battling first. Ah yes, that request came from Mai of the Diamond Clan, if I recall correctly. The people of the Diamond Clan have lived here in Hisui since before the Galaxy team arrived. If we could establish good relations, I'm sure there's much we might learn from them, including more about the local Pokemon. But we can discuss all that tomorrow. For now, we should eat up and get some rest. I hope they're telling me about that big pony. The next day. Hey Coco, before I go meet Maya about that request, mind showing me how you do in battle? Sure. Great, I'll be at the training grounds. If you've been catching lots of Pokémon, you can change up your team at the pastures, just so you know. And that's what I already did. Right, where is my house? Also, if I'm already here, I should be crafting some... That one was mine, right? Am I allowed to change? Okay, no, that's worse. Am I allowed to do this? Thanks for taking a minute for me. I know your plate's full right now. I'm going to be straightforward with you about something. And that is, I don't understand how anyone can handle taking on Pokemon in battle. I know I'm a Survey Corp member and I've even got my own partner, but I just can't do it. That's right, take a look at my very own partner. This is my Pikachu. During that Shinx attack, I should have had Pikachu fight at my side, but my mind just went blank. And really, when you get right down to it, Pokemon are terrifying, right? Why should this thing be able to fire electricity? But watching you at work completing those research tasks convinced me. If I want to do my Survey Corp work well, my partner and I have got to be a team. And our first step towards being a real team is to battle your team. And you're going to get rolled. The Survey Corps' Ray challenge you to battle. Okay. Ponytail defeated from off failed. That was amazing. The way you fight alongside your Pokemon, you don't seem one bit scared of battling. We'll just have to catch up as best as we can, right, Pikachu? Yeah, fair enough. Pikachu's got a bit of a tendency to attack, you see. That's why he normally stays in his ball. I guess the first step for Pikachu and me might be getting a little friendlier with one another. Oh, by the way, the professor said Pokemon have these things called types, which apparently make a big difference in how battles go. Pikachu here seems to be an electric type, for example. When playing the editions, I often have the type chart open somewhere because there's no way I'm going to keep that in mind. So you're the one, that new recruit everyone's talking about. My name is Sizu, captain of the security corps. I see you've got some fight in you. Figured I'd stop by and give what advice I could. Captain Sizu is a master of an ancient martial art where you guide Pokemon in battle. Now listen, if your Pokemon's truly mastered its moves, it can actually use them in different styles. On the one hand, you can choose to deliver a move in a strong style. The move will deal more damage, but afterward it'll take longer for your Pokemon to act. On the other hand, you can choose to unleash a move in an agile style, such a move will have less power behind it, but your Pokemon can act more quickly afterwards. In truly favorable conditions, it might even get out 2 moves before the opponent can act. Strong style moves, agile style moves, and of course regular moves, choose which is right for a given situation, and direct your Pokemon with a little nudge. I'm not sure how much use I will get out of that. Oh, one more thing. If you want to teach your Pokemon some powerful moves, just let me know. Well, that's certainly handy to find out about before going to tackle Mai's request. Remember, I mentioned it earlier. I'm heading down now to see about Mai's request. I'm supposed to meet her down past the foot of Aspiration Hill. You should come along too. Get ready, then meet us down there, would you? And by ready, I mean double checking what Pokemon you'll bring, and maybe even teaching some new moves from Sizu. Okay, what can you teach my Pokemon? With these Fang moves, you can actually have like quite a bit of different coverage. Okay, I guess I got healed up after the battle. want to know what that request is and if it is the boss Ponyta. Did I surprise you? I bet I did. I was trying to anyway. There's a secret technique to catching Pokemon, you see. It's what I call a secret backstrike technique. Hitting a Pokemon's back with your Pokeball will surprise it, making it easier to catch or giving you an advantage once a battle starts. I think I did that on accident once. If you're part of the Survey Corps now, working to create that Pokedex as they all are, you might end up meeting every last Pokemon here in Hisui. You should know I'm already looking forward to the day you accomplish that. Okay, he is looking for stuff. Okay, so you have to at least that first star to get across the bridge. If that tree is shaking in the background, I'm not sure if that's like a graphics bug of the animation it would have when my Pokemon hits it, or if there's like a sneak attack Pokemon in there. Over here. This here is Coco. My, a new face in the village. Not that it matters to me if you're new. If you're here, I assume you're prepared to be of help. I am Mai of the Wardens of the Diamond Clan. You may call me Mai. I suppose you might not even know what a warden is if you're new to Hisui. But such talk can wait. Right now, I'd rather we get straight to the point. I have a problem that I need help solving, so the more important question is this. Do you feel confident that you can lead your Pokemon in battle? That's good to hear. That security corps of yours certainly wasn't up to the task. This here is my partner, Munchlax. We were raised together like siblings. He battles at my side by choice, without needing any silly little balls like you use. Watch and learn. no, that is not fun. Ah, okay. Only certain tasks can... attacks can be like this. Silly otter for the win! You really aren't one of the usual galaxy buffoons if you could defeat my partner. Well fought, Munchlax. I'll take care of the Pokémon that battled for us. And I'll let you have these. You people make all kinds of things with your crafting, don't you? These should prove to be useful materials. Okay, that's the reviving things. You and your Pokémon fought well together. You practically acted as one with them. Rather like the legendary hero of old, the one we tell stories of to our children. Think you're indeed the one for the job. You see, I need someone to deal with an alpha Pokémon causing trouble on Deer Track Heights. It's a large, fearsome foe like an alpha, but you'll come, won't you? To Deer Track Heights? So it is an alpha, but not the one I fought. My, that is some curious sort of map. Is that one of those Galaxy Team inventions I keep hearing about? Nope. It certainly does seem to show the way to Deer Track Heights up ahead of us. I'll leave this bit to you. You shouldn't have any problem handling an alpha. Seems you're quite the asset to the Survey Corps' new one. Though, before we continue, I must ask, do you already know about Almighty Sinnoh? Suppose that's to be expected. Allow me to sketch out the basics. Almighty Sinnoh steers all time. It's said to have created the very universe using its power over time's flow, and this land of Hisui was born in the process. It's by the grace of Almighty Sinnoh that Pokémon can live and thrive here. We of the Diamond Clan are descendants of a people who crossed the sea and settled here in the Hisui region to venerate Almighty Sinnoh. However, it stole away from the world long ago, hiding itself from our sight. Almighty Sinnoh has only rarely been seen by any human, if the old tales are to be trusted. But there are still Pokémon here today in Hisui with a connection to Almighty Sinnoh. And it is the duty of wardens like myself to attend to their needs. The Pokémon that graces Deer Track Heights is one of those honored few. It is directly descendant from a Pokémon that was blessed with Almighty Sinnoh's protection. Follow me and you may understand. New Pokémon. I still feel like there's just going to be someone in there, right? It's probably going to be too far. Have to sneak around. What the fuck? Okay, if this guy could now turn around, please. Nice. I knew it. Is the burn instantly killing it? Yes. That was not quite what I wanted. Oh, oops. I actually didn't want to fight this one, but it's fine. This is probably going to happen often in the future. I will need more of these. That is probably the thing that I saw lying around with that Ponyta. Cherry berry. Cute. Okay. I want to get that flower. Is that a Pokemon or an actual flower? I think it's an actual flower. Okay, yeah, it is. Then we're going to at least capture you. Yeah, okay, I should have some cherry berries. Okay, I think I am going to stop here for now. We did get some progress, I guess, getting our first star. And the next time we will look at those alpha Pokemon. So I thank you for watching and wish you a good night. Hope to see you next time.